I recorded this whole video thinking it was actually recording and I clicked the record button, but it didn't. So doing this all over again. But like third time's the charm. Let's do this. Hey there, my name is Danielle and thanks for watching. I'm obviously a mess, but it's okay because like we're living during a whole pandemic and like who's done this before? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for coming to my channel. Today I'm actually talking about updates in all the things. Like all the things. In health, in hair, in business. And yeah, stay tuned. So what's new? In regards to my health, I'm doing pretty well, which is super exciting in that sense. But I am on prednisone again. I know. I had a really bad flare-up a couple of months ago, or actually at the beginning of the year. Stressful time, moved like 20 million times because the building that I'm in was not ready yet. It's a new apartment building. Anyways, long story short, I had a really bad flare-up at the beginning of the year and my eyesight was failing. My tattoos were horrendous. And so I had to get back on Humira. I started taking prednisone again, even though I didn't want to, but my ophthalmologist was like, do you want to see or not? And I was like, I do want to see still. I want my sight. And I had to take Imuran, which is also another pill medication, and have eye drops or put eye drops in my eyes every day. That was prescribed to me a couple of months ago. I've seen the doctor a couple times since. And as of now, I'm no longer taking prednisone. But my doctor doesn't know it yet. But we'll get to that. Yeah, so I'm not taking prednisone. I have to take Humira weekly, which I'm still doing. I'm hoping, because I do have a doctor's appointment in a couple weeks, I'm hoping I'll be able to reduce it to a bi-weekly injection. And then maybe every 3 weeks. And then eventually maybe every month. We'll see. Humira I'm still taking, as I just said. Prednisone, I stopped taking, even though technically I should be taking 1 or 2 tablets a day. But I hate the stuff and I don't want my hair to fall out because so far so good, none of my hair is falling out. None of my hair has fallen out, it's just really affected the symptoms. So I tapered down. I didn't do it like just from 6 tablets a day to 1. I had to taper down regardless based off the instructions from the ophthalmologist, from my ophthalmologist. And then when I was supposed to be taking like 1 or 2 a day, I would switch down to 1 and then 1 like every other day, and then eventually then I just stopped. I'm still taking the Imuran, and I don't do the eye drops anymore, mainly because when I do put them in, my eyes get really blurry and I don't like that, and I don't think that's a good thing. We'll see what she says. She'll probably super pissed at me and be like, well, why did you do that? And I'm like, because it's my body, but whatever. So yeah, I'm on Humira and I'm taking Imuran, and yeah, tattoos look really great considering what they could look like. If you see my previous video, then you know. Tattoos look good and my eyesight is good. I still have a bit of an issue seeing at night, but I'm borderline wondering if that's just what my old eyesight was, or it's been like years of not even remember what my eyesight used to be before all of this. So I'm not even sure if it's really just, if there's no lights, it's just harder to see in general. But I've always had 20/20 vision and I've never had glasses before. So I think there are some differences at night at least. I don't really travel or go out at night as much as possible. And in general, I'm not really going out because it's a whole pandemic. And of course, I'm immunocompromised because of the sarcoidosis / medications that I'm taking for the sarcoidosis symptoms. So I'm a homebody. And it kind of just like leads into my next point, which is business. So I actually had to get rid of my studio. If you've been watching my videos for a while, you knew I had a studio that I would do photography. I would rent it out. I would also bring my freelance graphic design clients there to have meetings, etc. So I've actually gotten rid of it during this pandemic because of all the changes that happened with business being stable and eventually just plummeting all the way down because my clients just weren't able to give me work. They were at home with their kids. They had to put their businesses on pause, etc. So it was a transition of I still had the space, but then didn't have the need for the space. So once my lease renewed in September, I actually didn't renew it. Or once my lease was supposed to renew, I didn't renew it. And I'm finally in my final unit in my apartment, and it has 2 bedrooms. So 1 bedroom that my partner and I share. He has 1 bedroom for his DJ equipment and studio fun stuff. And then the 3rd bedroom is for me, which is here. And so I brought most of most of the necessary things from the studio to here. Got rid of a whole bunch of stuff. All my plants are here now. My cats love it because you know how they like to eat grass and stuff, and they like to forage through soil, so they love it. And it was bittersweet. It was bittersweet in the sense that I love that space and I still do love that space, but it just wasn't practical. I didn't need it anymore, mainly for the fact of my next point is that I'm no longer offering graphic design services. There may be some aspects or some projects that I think really align with my values and what I want to do in life or my mission. And then maybe I might take on those projects, but that might be like once in a blue moon. In general, I'm no longer taking freelance clients and I'm focusing on products. So in relation to products, one of the products that I'm talking about are my plushies. So we have Zuri and we have Dre, and these are my plushie designs that are based off of my coloring books. And so I will be launching these at the end of this year, 2020. Hopefully we'll have the batch order, because these are samples or prototypes. Hopefully I'll have the batch order, the first set of them here in Montreal, Canada by November, late November, and I'll be able to sell them early December, just in time for the holidays. I'm hoping that when I do start selling them, at least I can have them available to people in Montreal and Canada before Christmas. I hope I can have them internationally, at least within North America before Christmas, but I can't guarantee that because in general, shipping delays are crazy, or shipping in general is just crazy during December. Then you add a pandemic on top of it, that's a whole other conversation. So I'm not sure in the sense of when they'll be available to the US, but I know I'm gonna have pre-orders around maybe like early November, late October. And yeah, I'm super excited about these. She's like the mini me from when I was a kid, and he's just cool. He's just a cool cat. I don't know. Anyways, I'm obsessed with them. No, they don't have mouths. They're like Hello Kitty, okay? And they just have eyes and black noses. And yeah, I'm super excited about them. This is what they look like in the back. She's got a whole part. And as you can see, there's some over here too, because I've gone through a whole bunch of prototypes. But these are the finals. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, I'm focusing on products. I'm focusing on my art. I'm focusing on like my illustrations, my designs, and I'm working for me 100% at this point. Working with freelance, yes, I am my own boss, but I was still working for my clients, which was great in that time period. And it worked and it aligned with what I thought I wanted then, or at least what I did want at that point in my life. But at this point in my life, my mission or my goal is to create things with my art, with my hands, with my skills, in order to show us Black people in the most positive light and positive way possible. In our joy, in our happiness, and also in the negativity, in the sense of we're humans, we feel sad, we feel different emotions, but I want to show us in the most positive human way possible within my art and my designs. So another product that actually came out this year, June 23rd was the official release date. This is actually working with HarperCollins, the publisher. I have a new book. So it's a board book. It's meant for kids, like 0 to 3, kind of where you would start. And it's all about different natural hairstyles and different shades of little girls. So I'm ecstatic about this. Like, this is literally a dream come true. Did I ever think I'd be a published author? Definitely not, but I'm so excited that I am. Here's a little like sneak peek. So it's my hair is neat, my hair is wild, my hair is me in every style. I wanted to make sure that I showcase girls, of course, not only in their natural hair, but showcasing different girls in different skin tones, because we're all different. We all look different. And I wanted to make sure that was highlighted in the book. And if you know my style and my art style, you can tell it's very minimalistic. And if you notice, the noses are very similar to Zuri and Dre. But this is like my baby. And when I eventually do have a baby, like, their first book will be from mommy. Like, how exciting is that? And then their first toys will be Zuri and Dre. Like, I'm ecstatic. When I see pictures that people send me of their kids, boys and girls, like, looking through this book, I'm speechless, to be honest with you. Younger me would be ecstatic and wouldn't even know why. But just like the fact that this is available and out there among all the other great books that are out there, I'm filled with so much joy. So that's the update in the sense of career or business. No longer freelancing. focusing on my products, focusing on illustration, focusing on bringing joy towards our lives in the sense of Black people, all kinds of Black people. And yeah, it's exciting. Moved into a new apartment, changed my business, releasing products. Also not really know what I'm doing like every other day because there's just so many things to do, but that's not your problem. Other updates, my hair, I am still locked, but I got bored. So I put in braids. I've had these braids in for about a month. They are not perfect. Do not judge me. I did them myself because didn't want to bother my mom and who's paying for that. I did them myself and I actually missed one somewhere around here. Of course, when I want to find it, I can't find it, but where did she go? Of course I can't find her, but I missed one and I just tuck her in every time I do a specific style. I just tuck her in wherever she needs to be tucked in. And I also didn't do the back row. So the back row I didn't do because I didn't want to have too much tension there. I didn't want to have a lot of pulling. I'm very sensitive, I've noticed there in the nape of my neck. So if you're interested in checking out the products, if you're interested in checking out my hair, I'll have links down below for international or UK residents as well as Canadian residents because they're in different places. You can check them out on Amazon. If you're interested in the plushies, Zuri and Dre, they have their own social media following, literally have their own pages. They're more popular than me, but it's okay, kind of. Zuri and Dre on all platforms, which means Instagram, Twitter, website, zurianddre.com. And I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.